And welcome to this third lesson in the usage of EAS framework. Today, we will look at how you prepare your model for EAS usage. The bullets today are how to configure your Sparx EA environment for EAS, understand how to find diagrams, and understand where to find built-in queries. In order to use the EAS framework, we need to add the EAS technology to our Sparx EA environment. So we start Enterprise Architect and go to the Manage Technology dialog and add the folder where we have the EAS technology and restart the Enterprise Architect. I will show you dialogues in the next slide. So we go to from the started Sparx EA specialized menu, Manage Technology, which opens this one. We click on Advanced and add a folder where the Sparx EA technology resides, and clicks OK here. And these three lines, EA Security, EA Security Analysis, and EA Security Script, shall all be visible and checked here. And after this, we click OK and restart our Sparx EA client, and then we are all set to start using the Sparx EAS framework. Sorry. In an EAS model, we have different architecture layers. They all have different colors. I will show you soon the different colors. Underneath each of these architecture layers, we have sub-models or sometimes only shortened models. Within each model or sub-model, we find diagrams, and these are called views in the EAS framework. So a Sparx EA client with an activated EAS framework will show you these categories of diagrams or views when you select create new diagram. In this example, we have the strategy and motivation architecture layer selected, and then we have these different sets, this set of diagrams or views viewable or selectable. In this particular example, we have the stakeholder view selected. So we can always find the relevant diagrams to each layer by clicking here on the left side. The different layers are represented here. We have strategy and motivation, which can be looked or viewed as the head of the EA or the organization. We have the body with commercial architecture all the way down to technology architecture. And the red one, implementation and migration, can be seen as the moving forward for the evolution or development of the EA. We also see here exemplified how this strategy and motivation layer influences the different layers by pointing downward, and the different architecture layers respond by saying, I serve this layer. And in particular, it is these servings go from elements in these layers up to capabilities. So we have requirements up here that we have on the organization as a whole, which influence different layers, one or more. And then the different architecture elements respond by serving capabilities up here. So this is the basic structure in EAS. In our example, we will have an organization called from farm to table. The from farm to table produces flour of different kinds and sells this flour to bakeries and food shops. And from farm to table has chosen EAS framework in order to be an analyzable organization. as well as be as secure as they possibly can. So they wanted these two things from the EAS framework. And we will refer to from farm to table by using the acronym FFTT from here on. When you start using an EAS the EAS framework and want to create an EAS model, you create an empty Sparx EA model. You ensure that you have the EAS technology activated that I showed before. Normally, you name the root node and you create all layers, and we stereotype them and we select the correct tag so that it gets the right color. And I will switch now to my empty Sparx EA model so you can see how this is done. So let me show you. So here we have a completely new model. It says model here. So let's start by changing this name. I press F2 from farm to table. And I will now create views for one for each architecture layer. So strategy and motivation. Commercial architecture. Commercial architecture, and I select the package only here. I have them empty. So now we have the different layers here, 7 of them. They are not stereotyped at this moment. At this time, I will do that now. So I will change the different the stereotype to architecture. This is an architecture layer. So this is a stereotype actually from the EAS framework and is applied to architecture layers. So let's do that. Then you see the change here also. So I will do that for all the layers. Sorry. So now we have the different layers here, but not visible in the diagram. I will show you now how to do that. So let's create a default diagram. I will create it here. Sorry. So add a diagram. We selected strategy and package view. And I will add the different layers here now to this diagram. We can do it like that. So you see that it has the wrong color right now. So let's do this. I will change that soon. So we add all the layers here. We'll make them the same size first. Place them to the left, and I'll compact it a little bit like this. So we can shift that a little bit longer down here like that. So that, so you see now that these are discolored or not colored in the correct way. So let's do that by applying the correct tag here. So I go into the properties for each layer and go into the EAS tag here. And I say, this is the strategy and motivation. Okay, wow. So I continue to do this for each layer. So automatically you get the standard coloring here. So information architecture is white. So, and we can also show here how these are related to each other. We can show it by saying that this layer is influencing this one. Okay, then this is the relation for relationship for influence. So the requirements always go from all the way from the top, from the strategy. So this is where we do our decisions for change. So it goes down there. And it goes down there. Something like that. Something like that. And we have the serving also. So this one actually responds by serving the capabilities up here. So there you have it. We have the influencing going down from the requirements up here, and you have the response from the organization as a whole up to the capabilities that they serve. We will also set the default diagram here. Let me just show you. Default, set the current as default. So now when we open this model, this will be our default diagram. So this is standard procedure. Okay. So now we are quite prepared now for adding information in for the whole EAS or SDM lifecycle. So we have a ground structure now from farm to table and their EA model. I will show you one more thing, and that is how to find the queries that we will use for later on. So I just press Control F, and then I come into the Find project here, and then you see here you have the three sets of queries or the sets that we got from the technology. So I can do EA security. I can find all our capabilities, for example. Now this model is empty, so there's nothing here yet. But it's very important to find these queries later on when we are starting to analyzing our model. So let's go back to this presentation. So I hope you have now learned how to configure Sparx EA to use the EAS framework and how to find the diagrams within this selected EAS technology, and also how to find the built-in queries that comes with the EAS framework. And as all YouTube creators, I would like you to like and subscribe to this video, because there's very hard to make money out of this. So please like and subscribe and share this video to everyone who might be interested in creating highly structured EA documentation and secure environments. So spread the word and help me doing this, please. You can contact me or us at Think on these emails. info@think2k.com for yes, and think2k.com for web access. And if you have commercial information you would like to start using this information, you can do it by emailing us at order@think2k.com. So thank you for today.